For 9 years, people walked past the place where Ethan Miller was taken. Parents, children, police officers. They stood on it. They leaned against it. And none of them realized Ethan never left the street. He was still there, waiting just a few feet beneath their feet. This is the story of the boy who vanished while delivering newspapers, and the terrible reason the truth stayed hidden for 9 years. On the morning of October 12, 2006, Ridgewood Falls was quiet in the way small towns usually are just before sunrise. At 5:43 a.m., 13-year-old Ethan Miller slipped out of his house, careful not to wake his parents. He had done this hundreds of times before. Ethan was delivering newspapers to save money for a used laptop. 27 houses, 3 streets, 1 loop. He was supposed to be home by 6:30 a.m. He never came back. When his mother woke up, she knew something was wrong immediately. Ethan's shoes weren't by the door. His bike helmet wasn't hanging where it always was. By 8:12 a.m., police were searching the neighborhood. They found Ethan's bicycle leaning against a mailbox on Willow Lane. Not knocked over, not abandoned, placed. 6 newspapers were still in his bag. Search teams flooded Ridgewood Falls. Dogs traced Ethan's scent down Willow Lane, and then it stopped, right beside a house with a deep wraparound porch. The home belonged to Arthur Bell, a quiet man who had lived there for decades. Arthur said he had been asleep. He allowed police to look around. Nothing seemed disturbed. No signs of struggle. No witnesses. No evidence. Within weeks, the search slowed. By winter, it was cold. 3 nights after Ethan vanished, a neighbor woke up around 2:10 a.m. She later told police she heard something strange. Not yelling, not crying. A soft, rhythmic knocking sound, like someone tapping on wood. Stopped quickly. She assumed it was an animal. No one followed up. Inside the Miller home, everything stayed exactly the same. Ethan's room was untouched. His alarm stayed set for 5:15 a.m. Every year on the anniversary of his disappearance, his mother walked his newspaper route, especially Willow Lane. She said she didn't know why, only that standing near that house made her chest tighten. In 2015, Arthur Bell passed away quietly in his sleep. His house was sold. The new owners planned renovations. The porch was old but looked sturdy, until one corner began to sink after a storm. A renovation crew was sent to remove it. As workers pried up the boards, one of them struck something solid beneath the dirt. Not rock, not roots, fabric. They stopped immediately. Police arrived. Beneath the porch, they found a deliberately hollowed space, reinforced with wood. Inside were several items: a canvas newspaper bag, a worn sneaker, and human remains. Dental records confirmed the truth. It was Ethan Miller. Forensic evidence revealed something devastating. Ethan had not died immediately. He had survived 3 to 5 days beneath the porch. There were scrape marks in the soil, indentations where his knees had pressed repeatedly. The space was just large enough to sit, not stand, not move. Investigators believe Ethan thought someone would hear him, that someone would come. During the original search, an officer had leaned against Arthur Bell's porch while taking notes. For a moment, he thought he felt vibration. He told himself it was traffic. After the discovery, that moment replayed in his mind every night. As police re-examined Bell's past, a pattern emerged. He had once worked at a juvenile facility. He avoided relationships. He lived near places where children passed alone. After Ethan disappeared, Bell reinforced his porch. Not repaired it, reinforced it. Among Ethan's belongings was a half-folded newspaper. Linda recognized it instantly. That was how Ethan folded papers when he was nervous. She held it and said quietly, he was still trying to finish his job. After the truth came out, Ridgewood Falls changed. People stopped talking about the knocking sound, the porch, the man who never joined the searches. Because remembering meant accepting how close they all were. The most terrifying part of Ethan's story isn't that no one found him. It's that so many people stood right above him and never realized he was there. And when investigators reviewed Arthur Bell's past one last time, they realized something that made the case even darker.